Welcome again to the General Mutombo Uncut podcast, right here, broadcasted live from Washington State, USA. U to the S to the A, United States of America, right here. Shot by the only, most talented Z Fozzy. Yeah, I want to ask you something today. How has COVID impacted your household? See, this small story is not relevant to something I was planning to give to you today, but since you guys are here, I'm gonna give it to you anyway. See, I really used to be good friends with this one girl, okay? She's married right now. She's been married for a long time, and we've been friends way before she was married. And I want to ask you, ladies and gentlemen, all out there, peace gods, I want to ask you something. If you're in a relationship, like a long-term, like marriage or something, do you have friends from the opposite sex who still contact you? And if they do, what kind of tone do you guys have? What kind of energy do you guys translate to each other? Because I don't understand why my friend's husband was mad at me because I told her I loved her. Is that wrong? Because I will never let any man tell my wife that he loves her in a marriage encounter. Her husband wrote me a long message, asked me the other day, Dubai, General Mutombo, yes. Why did you write I love you to my girl? And I said I've lost so many people in the year 2020 to COVID, to Corona, to untimely deaths that I feel that it's my time, that I need to appreciate people that I have in my life at this moment. Maybe uncouth. Maybe to some people whose egos need to be stroked for a little funny, I look like I was overreaching. But I know my friend, she has lost her job. Have you lost your job in the year 2020? Let's talk about unemployment in Washington. How many people have been laid off? How many people have had to step into the gig economy because the corporations did not feel like they needed you anymore? See, I didn't even know what chicken tenders was before until I went to Chick-fil-A, bought me some chicken pieces, and I started playing with it on my beard. I guess that's what chicken tenders are for. They tenderize your face. But when you think about unemployment, you think about a lot of families who are suffering because of lack of resources to sustain them during an event, an epidemic that they had not planned for. I didn't plan that stand-up comedy is going to vanish. I didn't plan that I'm going to be talking to you guys through a laptop and 2 cameras. I thought I was going to perform on stage for you and laugh with you. And I know a lot of people had made huge plans. They had taken mortgages out, loans out, school loans out to sustain themselves. And with this pandemic, they became disabled. Their whole world was like a shutout. I came from Africa where if the lights were not on, they call it a blackout. They just, that's how they felt when the economy hit them hard. And I'm asking you, as a person out there with resources and knowledge and a voice to help people get off those dungeons of political instability, please help people. I know places that help immigrants. I know places that help American natives who have lost their jobs. Maybe not in a way that will give you back your, your car payment or your rent. But I do know there are places out here in Washington that the government has mandated. They give them food to people. Food banks, they're giving food to people. If you're out there, downsize, Baba. Downsize. When Corona hit and I knew my money's not coming anymore, I started thrifting. I couldn't afford things I could afford anymore. I couldn't afford my regular cup of Starbucks like I used to. So I taught myself how to make tea at home. Are you out there with YouTube and your internet with you? You can learn something. There are a lot of resources right now online offered for free. There are a lot of Ivy League communities right now from Harvard, from Yale, which are offering free courses. Teach yourself something, man. There are a lot of to-do things on YouTube. How to code. Just get into the tech world, get into the nursing world. There's a lot of places that are hiring, but you gotta use this free time that you have. Don't be binge watching shows all day. I used to binge watch shows myself. I used to watch House of Cards back to back to back to back to back. But guess what that did? That elevated the amount of alcohol I was drinking, the amount of cigars I was smoking, because it just fed into my depression. I was not elevating as a person. I was not living a healthy lifestyle. I do understand, even with unemployment, we have all this extra time in our hands. But you can exercise. Walk to the park. Take your dog to the walk. Go stretch or something. Listen to a podcast. Discover new books. Like the other day, I discovered this book that told me that Little Red Riding Hood, when I read it, when I'm 30 years old, was way different than when I read it when I was 8 years old. Because I realized Little Red Riding Hood actually broke into the house of the bears. So there was no pity when I was young, thinking like the bears ate the porridge and they wanted to eat the girl. No, the girl actually was a buckler. She was the one who was breaking into the bear's house. Now you don't be the bear. You be the neighbor who doesn't account to any drama or encounter any drama. You just want to live and support your family. As an employed person, there are a lot of options out there. There's Amazon Flex, gig economy, Uber, Lyft, Uber Eats. Deliver for UPS. They have all these resources. There are a lot of websites. If you want, I'll start furnishing you guys with them. I'll start Googling them for you that are offered by Washington State. And you don't even have to be a citizen to enjoy some of these things. You out there, you're a native, you're a Washington State resident. There are resources to help you and your family. There are hospitals that can help you get treated, diagnose you. You go there, tell them your situation, tell them what you got going on, and they will help you. I don't want to look at anybody as enabled or disabled, like a dead body in a remote control, or a stripper who cannot dance and twerk because their titties are falling off. But I do know one thing, that in the land of abundance, the dream is for everybody. This dream, the American dream, is for everybody. And you, and you, and you, and you deserve the piece of that pie just like I do. There's different ways to finesse unemployism. Put yourself on Fiverr. What can you do? Can you joke? Can you make a commercial? Can you clean? Can you rake? Can you help people move? Put yourself on Craigslist. I know it looks funny, but I put myself even on Tinder. I will be your boyfriend for free between Christmas and New Year's. Yeah, right, babe? Can I be their boyfriend because they gotta see their relatives? Yes! You can hire me as a boyfriend for hire for $75, babe, 75 or 80? $80 an hour. Find ways to finesse and get yourself some income. If you're a photographer, if you're an artist, if you're a model, if you're an artist on any spectrum, try to do some balance work, try to do some collaborative work so that both value can get to both of you. But I believe that 2020 was not written in stone. It's part of destiny, but that's not our destiny. 2021, we're gonna come back strong. We're gonna come back more motivated. I encourage you to read. I read a lot more. And there's different ways to read. You can either buy an actual book, which are a lot of them are on sale right now. You can even buy them on Amazon. But I like listening to audiobooks because I drive quite a bit. If you're a truck driver out there, you're in the nursing field, healthcare, logistics, you're driving around, you don't have to listen to music all the time. Sometimes listen to 1 or 2 germs of encouragement and things that can help you elevate. Remember, Bill Gates and all these wealthy friends of his did not get wealthy from an overnight success. Sometimes it takes 20, 30, or 40 years to be that overnight success. And you right now paying your cards that were handed to you to be the most successful person that you are in this state. And this is Washington State, man. This is Washington State. They say United States of America. This is a United States of Washington. We are united, all races, all minorities, all natives. Together, fam. Together. We're gonna patch everybody like Mark Henson's in wrestling, man. More life, man. This has been General Mutombo Uncut, shot by yours truly, Z Farsley. Broadcasted live from Washington State, right here in the abundance of Washington. Cheers. Till next time.